features JACHIE PRAMSO Senior High School. FIJAI Senior High School. And St. Peter's Senior High School. Let's meet the contestants. St. Peter's Senior High School. St. Peter's Senior High School is represented by
Fanny Benjamin, final year.
Kisi Anokweku, final year.
You are welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
You are fine.
Blessed and highly favored.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So you are coming to us from the prelims.
Yes, madam.
What happened there?
In the prelims, we met Notre Dame SHS and St. Martin's SHS, and by the grace of God, we happened to beat them to qualify for this round.
Okay, wonderful. I remember your contestant from last year too. Mr. Gadasu, where is he?
Gadasu he's in school in Harvard.
Oh, he went to Harvard University.
Yes.
Please pass on my greetings.
Okay.
All right. What are we expecting for this contest?
We're expecting that with God being on our side and after all the preparations that we've made, the hard work and effort that we've put in, we hope to put up a very good contest to qualify for the next round.
All right. Best wishes to you.
Thank you very much.
JACHIE PRAMSO Senior High School. JACHIE PRAMSO Senior High School is represented by
Maple Prince, final year.
Final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
You're doing good.
Doing good.
Wonderful. And you are seeded school?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes. What does it feel like to be back?
It feels great.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. And last year, your seniors, what did they tell you as you prepared for today?
They told us that it's not easy to become a city school, so we should work hard and, continue their success and their adventures. So,
to continue the success and adventure?
Yes. The
hey,
adventure.
wow. And gentlemen, you are the sports enthusiasts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Soccer?
Yeah, soccer.
Playing or watching?
I mean, playing and watching both.
Both? Yes. So World Cup, what's your prediction?
Prediction, Spain.
Spain?
Yeah.
I see. The contest today, what are we expecting?
The Lord who guides us will see us through. So all is well.
All is well?
Yes.
Best wishes. FIJAI Senior High School. FIJAI Senior High School is represented by
Sarah, final year.
You welcome Stephen, final year.
You are welcome, lady and gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
How are you?
We are doing very great by His grace.
All right, wonderful. You are coming from the prelims.
Yes, madam.
What happened there?
Madam, by His grace, we were able to win a contest between Krobo girls and Fiasman by just a point.
1 point?
Yes, madam.
I see.
Yes.
Have you heard that I don't like tie breaks? 1 point and tie breaks. I don't like such things. Have you heard about that? You haven't? Okay, so, I hope this time you have other plans.
Yes.
What's the plan?
God's will to be accomplished.
God's will be accomplished.
Yes.
Okay. Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
Sarah, you are a singer, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
When do we get to hear a song?
After the contest.
Best wishes. Viewers, we've met the contestants. God's will certainly be accomplished. But before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from GCB Bank, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, Lancaster University, Ghana, Academic City College, West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, WACBIB, Awake Purified Drinking Water, GTP, MFA Jewelry, and Hoti Makeup. The mentorship sessions are sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans and RMG Ghana, and SciTech Fair 2018 was sponsored by Goyle Prudential Life Insurance Ghana and Talo Ghana Limited. Our media sponsors are City FM and Joy News. This is a primetime production. My name is Elsie Kaufman. I'm your quiz mistress. Thank you. It's Emmanuel. Contestants, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds as usual. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts. I have simple and direct questions that require simple and direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If the answer is right, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches a penalty point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds to do so. All of the questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. The first set of questions, 30 seconds each, and I'm going to start with you, FIJAI. FIJAI, your question. Give the detailed electronic configuration of an element with atomic number 14. Yes, Sarah?
1s2, 2s2, 2px3, 2p 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, and 3p2.
Yes. Please, you need to calm down and deliver your answer smoothly once. All right. JACHIE PRAMSO. How many p electrons are present in an element with atomic number 17? Amponsa.
5.
That's incorrect. Yes, Fanny?
11.
That's right. Your major question. To which group in the periodic table will an element with atomic number 19 belong? Fanny?
Group 1.
Yes. Next set, 10 seconds. FIJAI. How are sieve tubes suited for translocation of food? Yes, Stephen?
Madam, sieve tubes, they have pits that allows the transportation of food substance from one cell to the other.
I'm not accepting that. For a bonus. 2 things. A broad lumen and perforated cross walls. JACHIE PRAMSO. Why do cells of the intercalary meristem lack vacuoles? For bonus. All right. So these cells, they divide frequently and they give rise to new cells. So if vacuoles were present, they will cause a hindrance in cell division, as the vacuoles are usually full of cell sap to provide turgidity as well as rigidity to the cell. So they will prevent them from dividing so frequently. All right. St. Peter's. What name is given to the narrow layer of thin-walled cells found between phloem or bark and wood of a dicot? Yes, Kisi?
Pericycle.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is vascular cambium. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. For the given speeds of molecules in a gas, find the mean square speed. Did you get your preamble? No response means yes. So, FIJAI, 100 meters per second, 200 meters per second, 300 meters per second, and 400 meters per second. Sarah?
250 meters per second.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 75,000 meters squared per second squared. With the same preamble, JACHIE PRAMSO, 40 meters per second, 100 meters per second, 200 meters per second, and 400 meters per second. Fanny.
6.29 times 10 to the power 4 meters per second squared.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 52,900 meters squared per second squared, or 5.29 times 10 to the power 4 meters squared per second squared. Your major question with the same preamble. 40 meters per second, 60 meters per second, 80 meters per second, and 100 meters per second. Fanny.
4.4 times 10 raised to the power 3 meters squared per second squared.
That's incorrect for bonus. Which of you? Amponsa?
6,900 meters squared per second squared.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 5,400 meters squared per second squared, or 5.4 times 10 to the power 3 meters squared per second squared. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Find the length L and the width W of a rectangle, given that. I hope you got the preamble. FIJAI, the width W is 3 centimeters less than the length L, and the rectangle has area 70 centimeters squared. Yes, Sarah.
L is equal to 10 centimeters. L is equal to 10 centimeters, and the width is equal to 7 centimeters.
Yes. With the same preamble, JACHIE PRAMSO, the length L is 4 centimeters less than twice the width W, and the rectangle has area 160 centimeters squared. Didn't make it on time. Fanny.
The length is 16 centimeters and the width is 10 centimeters.
Yes. Your major question with the same preamble. The length L is 7 centimeters more than the width W, and the area is 60 centimeters squared. Fanny.
The length is 12 centimeters and the width is 5 centimeters.
That's right. FIJAI, 30 seconds for this set. Calculate the number of CO2 molecules in a gaseous sample occupying a volume of 33.24 decimeter cubed at a pressure of 100 kilopascal and temperature of 300 Kelvin. The gas constant R is equal to 8.31 kilopascal per mole Kelvin, which is the same as joule per mole Kelvin, and Avogadro's number is 6.0 times 10 raised to the power 23 per mole. For bonus. Which of you? Mafo.
Okay, you will get 1.108 times 10 raised to the power 24 molecules.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 8.0 times 10 raised to the power 23. Your major question. Calculate the pressure in kilopascal that will be exerted by 2.4 times 10 raised to the power 24 molecules of oxygen in a vessel of volume 50 decimeter cubed and at a temperature of 300 Kelvin. Please give your answer to one place of decimal. Avogadro's number is still 6.0 times 10 to the power 23 per mole, and R is equal to 8.31 joule per mole Kelvin. For bonus. The right answer is 199.4 kilopascal. St. Peter's. A volume of air occupying 30 decimeter cubed at 300 Kelvin exerts a pressure of 120 kilopascal. If the air is compressed to a pressure of 180 kilopascal while temperature remains constant, calculate the new volume and give your answer to one place of decimal. Kissy.
20.0 dm cube.
That's right. Next set, 10 seconds. FIJAI. Which system, together with the nervous system, integrates the signals from different parts of the body and the environment? Yes, Steven.
The nervous system and the coordination system.
I'm not accepting that. Yes, Fanny.
The endocrine system.
Yes. organ that secretes glucagon? Yes, Mafo.
The pancreas.
You're right. Which endocrine gland situated in the brain interacts closely with the hypothalamus? Kissy?
The pituitary gland.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. FIJAI. Each of two very long parallel wires, 0.20 meter apart, carries a current of 50.0 amperes. Find the magnitude of the magnetic force per unit length the wires exert on each other. Yes, Stephen.
10 Newton. 10 Newton.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 2.5 times 10 to the power negative 3 Newton per meter. JACHIE PRAMSO. Each of two very long parallel wires, 0.50 meters apart, carries a current of 40.0 amperes. Find the magnitude of the magnetic force per unit length the wires exert on each other. Amponsa.
8.0 times 10 raised to the power negative 3 Newton per meter.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 6.4 times 10 to the power negative 4 Newton per meter. St. Peter's. Two very long parallel wires are 0.50 meters apart. One of them carries a current of 50.0 amperes, whereas the other carries 40.0 amperes. Find the magnitude of the magnetic force per unit length the wires exert on each other. Fanny.
9.0 times 10 to the power minus 4 Newton per meter.
That's incorrect. For bonus. Yes, which of you? Sarah.
1.8 times 10 raised to the power negative 3 Newton per second.
The right answer is 8.0 times 10 raised to the power negative 4 Newton per meter. Last set of questions, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble to all schools. A committee of 6 is to be formed from 7 students and 3 teachers. Find the number of ways of selecting the committee if... I hope you got your preamble. Again? All right. A committee of 6 is to be formed from 7 students and 3 teachers. Find the number of ways of selecting the committee if, FIJAI, anybody may be selected. Yes, Stephen.
Madam, 10040.
That's incorrect for bonus. Fanny.
151200 ways.
No. The right answer is 210 ways. JACHIE PRAMSO. With the same preamble, there are to be 3 students and 3 teachers. Is your hand up, Amponsa? Go ahead.
35 ways.
Yes. St. Peter's, last question. With the same preamble, there are to be 4 students and 2 teachers. Fanny.
105 ways.
Yes. And that's the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, JACHIE PRAMSO Senior High School has 4 points. FIJAI Senior High School have 5 points. St. Peter's Senior High School has 16 points. We have a long way to go. Let me encourage everyone to work even harder. Round 2. This round is also known as a speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools at the same time. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, St. Peter's? Thank you. Yours, JACHIE PRAMSO. Thank you. And yours, FIJAI. Thank you. If you ring and answer the question correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. Be mindful, though, that if you attempt to answer a question and you are unable to do it, you lose a precious point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes, everyone. First set of questions, 30 seconds each. First one. How much work is done in rotating a disk from rest to an angular speed of 2.0 radians per second if the moment of inertia of the disk is 8.0 kilogram meter squared? Fanny?
16 joules.
Yes. Next one. A car rounds a curve of radius 50 meters at a speed of 10 meters per second. Find the centripetal acceleration of the car. Fanny. Go ahead.
2 meters per second square.
Yes. Next one. A very long, straight, cylindrical plasma column of diameter 20 centimeters carries a current of 20 kiloamperes. Find the magnitude of the magnetic flux density 5 meters from the axis of the column. Too late. The right answer is 0.8 millitesla. Next one, 30 seconds. 10 centimeter cubed of 2.10 mole per decimeter cubed HCl solution are diluted to 100 centimeter cubed. 50 centimeter cubed of the diluted solution are further diluted to 100 centimeter cubed. What is the final concentration of the acid? Fanny?
0.105 mole per dm cube.
That's right. The end of the question was to tell you to give your answer to 3 places of decimal, but you did that anyway. Next one, 30 seconds. An alkanone contains 69.7% carbon and 11.6% hydrogen. Determine its empirical formula. Atomic mass for oxygen is 16.0, carbon 12.0, hydrogen 1.0. Fanny?
C5H12O.
That's incorrect. The right answer is C5H10O. Ten seconds. State the hybridization of the bonding orbitals of boron in the dimer. Hey, go ahead, Sarah.
sp2 hybridization. sp2.
Yes. Okay. So, Sarah, how did you know? Because I didn't give you the compound. Because I need to clear her name these days. So, anyway, so the compound was actually BH3 2. Next set. 10 seconds. If Benedict's solution gives a positive result in a food test, what does the food contain? Which of you, Kisi?
The food contains a reducing sugar.
Yes. In human reproduction, the zygote formed as a result of fertilization gets attached to the wall of the uterus. What name is given to which of you? Sarah?
Implantation.
You are right. Next one. Growing yam tendrils climb for support. What type of growth response? Fanny. Go ahead.
Thigmotropism.
Yes. Last set of questions. 10 seconds, 30 seconds each. Please, can you fix this before we continue? Thank you. So last set of questions, 30 seconds each. The first term of a linear sequence is 7, and the 12th term is 40. Find the 15th term. Please raise your hand. Fanny.
147.
That's incorrect. Which of you? Please raise your amponsa.
49.
Yes. Find the derivative of the function. Y is equal to 4 multiplied by x to the power negative 1/4 plus 8 multiplied by x to the power 3/4. Fanny.
Yep. Negative x raised to the power minus 5/4 plus 6x raised to the power minus 1/4.
Yes. Last question. Last question. 3 consecutive terms of a linear sequence are x, 2x plus 1, and x plus 4. All right, which of you? Amponsa?
X is equal to 2.
No. Find x. Which of you? Yes, Stephen?
A scores negative 4/3.
That's incorrect. X is 1. And that's the end of the second round.
vehicle by valeting, steaming, waxing, or polishing, make sure the engine is also sound. Servicing your vehicle with Gold synthetic oil and any quality Gold oil massages the engine, removes deposit, protects it from wear and tear for longer lasting performance, and makes your vehicle feel pampered. Made for diesel and super engines. Remember, after every 15,000 kilometers of enjoying your ride, service your engine with Gold synthetic oil.
Well, you're champion.
At the end of the second round, JACHIE PRAMSO Senior High School has 5 points. FIJAI Senior High School has 10 points. St. Peter's Senior High School has 32 points. Round 3. This round has the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 3 minutes in which to present a solution to the problem of the day. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Please put your pens down. Let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. The reaction A going to B plus C is found to be a second-order reaction. The rate law is giving us rate is equal to rate constant K multiplied by concentration of A squared. If the rate is written as negative D concentration of A dt, then the rate law expression can be integrated with respect to concentration of A and T to give 1 over the concentration of A T, which is where AT is the concentration at time T, minus 1 over concentration of A naught, where A naught is the initial concentration of A, is equal to KT. 1. Use the integrated equation to derive an expression for the half-life of the second-order reaction. 2. State the general relationship between half-lives of second-order reactions and initial concentrations. 3. If it takes 20 minutes for the initial concentration of 0.100 mole per decimeter cubed of A to decrease by 80%, calculate the rate constant K and give your answer in the scientific form to 2 places of decimal. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. Please stop writing and present your answers. Where is your school name? Come and write it here. School name. Thank you. Thank you. Ready. Contestants, please pick up your notepads and present your answers on the boards as you have them here. Sarah. You see this here? Is that what you have there? First of all, these keys did not translate down. You have a nice big bracket here. I don't see. I said exactly. Go and check everything. Make sure it's exactly. Say exactly for a reason. See if it's exactly. Fix it. Hey, goodness.
When cleaning your vehicle by valeting, steaming, waxing, or polishing, make sure the engine is also sound. Servicing your vehicle with Gold synthetic oil and any quality Gold oil massages the engine, removes deposit, protects it from wear and tear for longer lasting performance, and makes your vehicle feel pampered. Made for diesel and super engines. Remember, after every 15,000 kilometers of enjoying your ride, service your engine with Gold synthetic oil.
Yeah, answers. Before I award the points, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is a problem in chemistry. So we have a reaction, A going to B plus C, and we know it's a second order reaction. We've even been given the rate law. The rate law is the rate constant K multiplied by the concentration of A squared. And then we rewrite it as negative D, concentration of A dt. And if that's the case, then we can have an integrated version of it with respect to the concentration of A, which is given. It's 1 over concentration of A at any time t minus 1 over the concentration at the initial time 0, so A naught. And this is equal to the rate constant times t. All right, so the contestants were to do 3 things. The first one was to use the integrated equation to derive an expression for the half-life of the second order reaction. Okay, so there are certain things you are supposed to observe. If you are dealing with half-lives, then the concentration at time t, concentration AT, should be equal to half the initial concentration, which is concentration A naught, right? So half AT is equal to half A naught. For recognizing this, 1 point. Okay, so now we go back to our integrated equation and we substitute. So we have 1 over half A naught minus 1 over A naught to be equal to K times the half-life. So we have 2 over A naught. Now we are simplifying. So we have 2 over A naught minus 1 over A naught is equal to KT half-life. If you get this far, that's 2 points. So we can simplify further, and eventually we will have the half-life, T half, to be equal to 1 over K, the constant, multiplied by the concentration of A at the initial time, so A naught. So half-life is equal to 1 over K, concentration of A at time 0, A naught. So this relationship, after you get to this point, 1 more point. So far, for this first activity, 4 points. The second question says to state the general relationship between the half-life of a second-order reaction and the initial concentration. The half-life is inversely proportional to the initial concentration. This is a general relationship. Half-life is inversely proportional to the initial concentration. For stating this, 2 points. Finally, the third question. So we are told that it takes 20 minutes for the initial concentration of 0.100 mole per decimeter cubed of A to decrease by 80%. And contestants were to calculate the rate constant K and give the answer in scientific form to 2 places of decimal. All right. So when you have 80% of the initial concentration consumed, only 20% of it will be left, right? If you recognize this, then you can do something like, so AT, the concentration at time t, will be 0.02 mole per decimeter cubed. If you recognize this, 1 point, and then of course the t is 20 minutes, so let's convert it to seconds. That's the standard way. So you multiply 20 by 60 seconds to get it in seconds. So we are now set. We have everything we need to calculate. So we have 1 over 0.02, that's the concentration at time t, at the 20-minute time point, minus the initial concentration, which is 1 over 0.10. And this is equal to the constant K multiplied by the time. And the time is 20 times 60, so that is in seconds. We can simplify this. Let's make whole numbers out of these fractions. So we get 50 minus 10 is equal to 1,200 K. If you get this far, 2 points. Because then you can simply... No, actually, you can continue a little bit more to get the 2 points. So you'd have K. Let's make K the subject. So K is equal to 40 over 1,200. That's where you get the 2 points. And then finally, you write it out in scientific form to 2 places of decimal. That's 3.33 times 10 raised to the power negative 2 decimeter cubed per mole second. And that will give you 1 more point. So the third part, the third activity, is also worth 4 points, giving a total of 10 points. So this is the suggested solution from the consultants. Now, contestants. FIJAI. FIJAI, you made our problem much more complicated than it really is. It's not this bad. So the first part, no, that's incorrect. But you did get the general relationship correct. Yes, the half-life is inversely proportional to the initial concentration, so you get 2 points. And then the last part, I'm not even sure. No, it doesn't help at all. Your concentration is wrong. It doesn't help. So you have 2 out of 10. JACHIE PRAMSO. The first part, you had trouble doing that. You just rearranged the terms for us. That's not what we were looking for. So that's incorrect. The general relationship, yes, you are right. Half-life is inversely proportional to the initial concentration, so 2. And then we got to 3. Your concentrations were right. So you had 1 point there, your calculation was right, you had 2 points there, and then the final answer, when you were clearly told to present it to 2 places of decimal, you ignored it and gave 1 place of decimal. So I can't give you the 1 point. So that gives you a total of 5 out of 10. All right, so St. Peter's. Yes, you recognize what it meant to have a half-life, 1 point. Then you did the calculation, 2 points. Your final answer there is fine. That's 1 more point. So you got the full 4 points for the first question. Second question, the general relationship. You decided that you wanted to be more specific than general. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. The simple relationship is that the half-life is inversely proportional to the initial concentration. That's all. That's simple. Okay, so because you didn't give us that general thing, what you have there is right for this particular case. What you have there is right, but it's not general. So I'm giving you 1 out of the 2. 1 out of the 2. And then the third part, you didn't make headway with that. So you also have 5 out of 10. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. You may pick up your notepads.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans.
Round 4. In this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If it's right, 2 full points. If the answer is incorrect, there's a penalty. Best wishes once again. This time I'm starting with you, JACHIE PRAMSO, your statement. If y is equal to 3 multiplied by sine of x plus 4 multiplied by cosine of x, the maximum value of y is 7. Amponsa?
It's false.
You're right. St. Peter's. If y is equal to 3 multiplied by sine of x plus 7, then the minimum value of y is 4. Kissy?
True.
Yes. FIJAI. If y is equal to 3 multiplied by cosine of x minus 4 multiplied by sine of x, the minimum value of y is -1. Yes, Stephen?
False.
That's right. The energy stored by a charged capacitor is proportional to the square of the potential difference across it. Amponsa?
It's true.
Yes. The energy stored by a charged capacitor is proportional to the square of the charge stored by the capacitor. Yes, Kissy?
True.
Yes. Two capacitors store equal amounts of energy when they store equal amounts of charge. Yes, Stephen?
True.
No, that's a false statement. Mercury vapor emits violet light. Amponsa?
It's false.
Oh, that's a true statement. Calcium will impart a red color to a colorless flame. Kissy?
True.
Yes. Copper will impart a bluish-green color to a colorless flame. Yes, Sarah?
True.
Yes. For the next set, I have a preamble. Preamble to all schools. State whether the statement I give you is a true or false reason why sclerenchyma cells are lignified. Did you get it? State whether the statement I give you is a true or false reason why sclerenchyma cells are lignified. All right. Your statement, JACHIE PRAMSO, to protect the plant from injury. Amponsa?
It's false.
Yes. To transport synthesized food. Yes, Kisi?
False.
Yes. To strengthen and support the plant. Yes, Stephen?
True. It's true.
Yes. Any two straight angles are congruent and supplementary. Yes, Amponsa?
It's false.
Yes. Any two right angles are congruent and supplementary. Yes, Kisi?
True.
Yes. If two acute angles are congruent and complementary, then their measure is 45 degrees. Sarah?
True.
Yes. The gravity field produced by a uniform spherical mass shell at a point outside the shell varies as the inverse square of the distance from the surface of the shell. Amponsa?
True.
No, that's a false statement. The gravity field produced by a uniform spherical mass distribution at a point outside the sphere varies as the inverse square of the distance from the center of the sphere. Kisi?
True.
Yes. The gravity field produced by a uniform spherical mass distribution at a point inside the sphere varies as the inverse square of the distance from the center of the sphere. Yes, Stephen?
It's true.
No, that's a false statement. For the reaction, CO gas plus 2H2 gas going to CH3OH gas, an increase in pressure will favor the backward reaction. Amponsa?
It's false.
That's right. For an equilibrium reaction, increase in temperature will favor both the forward and backward reactions to the same extent. Yes, Kisi?
False.
Yes. For an equilibrium reaction, increase in temperature will not only hasten the time equilibrium is reached, but will alter the equilibrium constant. Sarah?
True.
Yes. Last set of statements. Last set. After the replication of a cell's DNA, there are twice as many centromeres as there are chromatids. Amponsa?
It's a false statement.
Yes. Cells that seldom divide spend most of their time in interphase. Kissy?
True.
Yes. Last statement. The information needed by a cell to direct its activities and to determine its characteristics is contained in molecules of protein. Sarah?
True.
No. That's a false statement. And that's the end of the 4th round.
I can conveniently pay for my utility bills, my son's Cartoon Network on DSTV, and renew my internet services package. I can securely send my sweet mother her monthly allowance by simply transferring funds from my bond account into hers. I can also pay the gardener through any of the mobile money platforms available. I can verify if the check to the vendor has cleared. Now let me guess my sister is here at time so I can peacefully go back to sleep. With bond.
At the end of the 4th round, FIJAI Senior High School has 19 points. JACHIE PRAMSO Senior High School has 20 points. St. Peter's Senior High School has 53 points. Fifth and final round. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. For an opportunity to solve a riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, St. Peter's? Thank you. Yours, JACHIE PRAMSO. Thank you. And yours, FIJAI. Thank you. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. There are 4 riddles. Best wishes. I am a component of a laser. I am mounted at the laser end from which light emerges. For a typical laser, I am just a mirror. I have a counterpart mirror, which is called the high reflector, for obvious reasons. I usually have slightly lower reflectivity than the high reflector. So who am I? Yes, Kissy?
Low reflector.
You wish. Yes, which of you, Amponsa?
Play mirror.
Pardon?
Play mirror.
No. Okay, somebody to tell me the answer. And it's not medium reflector. The right answer is output coupler. Next one. I am an impure solid. My impure state is not due to the presence of an unwanted substance, but it is due to my being a mixture of 2 substances. Strictly, I'm a solid solution. Add. Which of you? Yes, Mafo.
Alloy.
No. I continue. Add a certain third metal to me and I become German silver. Add aluminium to me and I become a divided alloy, whose powdered form is a good reducing agent. My basic composition is 60% of a metal of atomic number 29 and 40% of a second metal atomic number 30. Yes, Fanny?
Brass.
You're right. I read all the clues, 3 points. Next one. Without me, it will be a mathematical jungle out there. I ensure we all arrive at the same answer in a numerical calculation. In a way, I'm a rule of some sort to avoid confusion in arithmetical operations. By me, exponentials are to be evaluated first. Multiplication and division take precedence over addition and subtraction. As indicated by my name, I am to ensure some order in numerical operations. Which of you? Fanny. Go.
Order of operations.
Order of operations. I read the last clue, 3 points. Last riddle. My name literally means opposing life. My name was first coined by Selman Waxman, a Nobel laureate, who received the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1952 for his discovery of streptomycin, the first antibiotic effective against tuberculosis. He defined me as a substance produced by a microorganism which in low concentration is antagonistic to the growth of other microorganisms. So who am I? Fanny?
Antibiotic.
You are right. I read all the clues, 3 points, and that's the end of the 5th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. FIJAI Senior High School has 19 points. JACHIE PRAMSO Senior High School has 20 points. St. Peter's Senior High School has 62 points. FIJAI. FIJAI, thank you for being here. Unfortunately, today didn't go your way. Best wishes to you. They are asking for the song. Do you want to do something? No. JACHIE PRAMSO Senior High School. Thank you for being here. Best wishes. St. Peter's Senior High School. Congratulations on winning the contest. I see that you are back to winning ways. I look forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals. Viewers, thank you for joining us for this contest. Next time, we are going to bring you Wesley Girls High School, Shunea Manfo Senior High Technical School, and Winneba Senior High School. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from GCB Bank, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, Lancaster University, Ghana, Academic City College, West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, WACBIB, Awake Purified Drinking Water, GTP, MFA Jewelry and Hottie Makeup. The mentorship sessions are sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans and RMG Ghana, and SciTech Fair 2018 was sponsored by GOL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, and Talo Ghana Limited. Our media sponsors are City FM and Joy News. This is a primetime production. Thank you once again for joining us, and see you next time. Bye.
Hello, please, the Wesley Girls, Shunea Manfo and Winneba contest starts at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Wesley Girls, Shunea Manfo, Winneba. Contestants, if you are here, please go backstage and ballot for your seats.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential, always listening, always understanding.